Welcome to Nostalgic Necro, and you know, if you've been watching my last few videos, you probably have a certain impression of me by now, that I'm the stubborn old school player who just wants to play with Unholy Annex and draw cards. But I'm here today to prove you wrong, because you see, I just want to draw cards. I don't care how we do it, and that's why today we are playing with Enduring Curiosity. You know, I've never played with this card before, but I am very excited to try it out, and as soon as it was printed and I read it, I was very interested in this card. First of all, it's got flash, so kind of like the ideal way that you want to do this is you want to try to get a flyer down on turn 1, a flyer down on turn 2, and then maybe on turn 3 you interact with your opponent, and then on turn 4 you play this at the end of their turn, they're not expecting it, and then you can come in and attack with your flyers and get the card advantage that you want. But this card is so good because even if they have removal and they can maybe go for the throw to your Enduring Curiosity, it just comes back as an enchantment that has the card draw ability, and that makes this card so much more robust than a card like Gix. I love Gix, but this card is really hard to build around because you play it on turn 3, opponent kills it on their turn, and then your strategy is disrupted. Enduring Curiosity is much harder to get around. Secondly, Kaito. I've also never played with this card, but I've had it played against me, and it really sucks. Turn 3, Ninjutsu deals you 3 damage, hexproof so you can't interact with it, and then they still get value off the Planeswalker ability. That's a really big turn 3. I've had it done to me and it doesn't feel good. I want to inflict that same kind of discomfort to my opponents today. Let's hope that I can do it. In the 3-drop slot, I think it has to be Slasher. This card is so good against control. It can bring down their life total from 20 to 10 on turn 4. That fundamentally changes the way that they have to play the game, and it makes them have to play a lot more proactively rather than reactively, which is how they want to play. So Slasher is a must for of in my opinion. On the 2-drop slot, removal, Bat. I really like Malcolm. I know a lot of people play the Flood Pits Drowner. I just like Malcolm. It's just a card that I really enjoy playing with. It's kind of like a little draw card that maybe allows me in the early game to find the cards that I want in order to get my engine going. And then in the 1-drop slot, Duress, Cut Down, Siren, and then Phantom Interference I think slots really well into this deck. It's a 2-mana counter, but in a pinch, it can also be a 2/2 flyer, which can pair up really well with the Enduring Curiosity. So yeah, that's the deck. And I hope you enjoy the gameplay. And as always, I may be the Nostalgic Necro, but just for a while, I want to put my nostalgia aside and focus on what this cool flashy cat can do for us in the ladder today. Okay, Dimir midrange. I've never played this deck with the cat, the Enduring Curiosity, so I'm really curious to see how it performs for me. Okay, is this a keepable hand? No interaction, we have a counter. I think we can keep this hand. Does have the counter, so we have some interaction. And we're on the play. Start with the land here. Not much to do. Luckily opponent's playing tapped land, so we can get down the Slasher here. Is this Control or is this Omniscience? Okay, this would suggest that it is Control. Ride's End. We can counter the Ride's End or just cut down the Slasher. I think I like the idea of halving their life total. Yeah, I want to be able to keep attacking because I really want to get down this Kaito. Oops. I get that Control Kaito is going to be a huge problem for them to deal with. So let's try to do that. Okay, I'm not going to get the chance. Opponent's just going to take it out right now. I'd love to play Sheoldred. We can't play passively. We really need to get down Kaito. They've got 2 mana. Oh boy. I mean, they must have the counter, right? Do we go for it here? It's ninjutsu. I think we don't go for it now. Let's try get it down with a ninjutsu. Try to create a fish. I've never played with this card before, to be honest, but I've seen other people play it, so I kind of know how it works. Okay, opponent stocks up. That isn't good for us. Opponent gets to find all the good, sweet things that they love. Make a fisher. Not blocked, so we can ninjutsu. Is Kaito, if you ninjutsu something, is it counterable? I don't think so. That's how it works, right? It's not a counter. Yeah, it doesn't get countered, so we can just like go in for a lot of damage. That's really cool. Okay, what do we do here? Again, I've never played this deck before, so I don't know what to do really. I guess we Surveil True, draw a card for each opponent who lost life this turn. Okay, let's do that.
Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
I think the counter is absolutely key here. Do we keep the land? I think we do this, right? This way we get the counter, next time we get the land, so we can actually play Sheoldred and counter potentially. I think this is fine. I'm just going to have to deal with Kaito now. We don't have cut down to protect it. That's kind of a pity. Okay, they have the get lost.
I'm really not used to losing.
Authority of Consoles. Another Authority of Consoles. So this gives us blue. And black, because we have the island. I think we go for Sheoldred here. And hold up the counter, maybe? If we attack and they have the answer, it's better to counter it first. Or we could attack with a reef, but they'll see that coming. So I think let's go for Sheoldred here. And we'll gain that life. I don't think we bother mapping up. Obviously, that's pretty suspicious for opponent. They'll be like, why is he not mapping up? Okay, they have Judgment. I think we counter this and get them down to 2. I think it's worth it, right? Tap them out. It's gone. Opponent has no land. So we can Restless Reef here. Map up. Draw land, damn. Okay, we can map up again, that's pretty nice. Come on, Siren. I don't think we say no to a creature, right? We just need to ping them for 1. Oh, I guess the authority is going to make that pretty tough. We'll just mill them. Okay, they're down to 1. I think next turn we try to create Phaser. I think keeping the Spyglass was a mistake. I didn't really think of the fact that they had the authority of consoles. Do we just go for the same trick and hope that they don't have removal? I guess they can create a fish. Hold on, this is how much? It's 4, so we can do it. I think we go for it here. So So we cut that. We kill the Baser. We power up here. Opponent will create a fish. Yeah, okay, they do take 1 damage though. Oh boy, Enduring Curiosity is really nice. Do we just hold 1 turn? They have 2 cards in hand. Next turn we can play Enduring Curiosity and try to get the sneak win. I think it's worth it, right? We'll just play the Siren now. Does give them a lot of life though. Gives them 2 life, so they go up to 6. Opponent's holding priority, huh? So let's just think, if we play the Siren, they can Fountainport, we can cut it down. We just have to make sure that we can play the Curiosity here. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need 2 black. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can play it. So we can cut down twice, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think we'll just do this. We need to, I mean, I know they've got authority down, but we do need to play our game as well. We can't like not play creatures. Okay, opponent will create the treasure token. Okay, they don't create a fish. Fine with that. Stock up is good for them. Can't counter that, unfortunately. Don't have one of those in hand right now. Another stock up. Wow. Okay, so the opponent's reloading. But they've only got 4 mana and we're presenting quite a lot of damage next turn. Well, I think the opponent has a very good chance of having the counter here, but then they're going to tap out and I think we might be able to deal enough damage. So we will go for this. No more lies. That is unfortunate. Oh, Kaito's so good. So I think do we bother mapping up here first? Okay, wait, can we power this up? 1, 2, 3, 4, but no, then we don't have enough for Kaito, because it's 4 to map it up. So I think we're just going for the attack with the Siren. Let's see if opponent kills it. They don't. Play a land. Again, we cannot power up. I just want to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we only have 2 mana. So we can't attack and play Kaito. But this is going to be tough for them to deal with.
I've trained for situation. Don't worry, Pom-Pom-chan. I've got this.
We go for the Surveil. We can go for Surveil. Yeah, I think we just keep digging for stuff. I mean, we could also go for the 1/1 counter to try and deal them damage.
Information is its own weapon.
Slash is good, but I don't think we need 2. I think 1 slash is sufficient. And do we play another Siren? I mean, it gives them life, but it is good. Or we can just create a fish. What's better? So with a fish, we get a 1/1. With the Siren, we get a map token. I think we'll go for the map token. Do we just map up here? Let's just map up here, right? We have nothing else to do with our lands. Oh, hold on. We could also just play Slasher. Hope that they don't have... let's just play Slasher. Yeah, let's just play Slasher. I mean, if they got a counter, fine. We still have a lot of pressure. If they Day of Judgment, Slasher comes back. And, you know, this Authority is irritating, but Slasher does halve their life total, so it makes it a lot less valuable for them. Like, we have a lot of threats now that they need to deal with in one turn. We got creatures, we got creature lands, we got a Kaito. I feel like we're in a good place here. We have cut down for their fish blocker as well. This has been a great game with SYX. Control games can be so awesome. Like, you really have to be on your toes and think. I really love that. Okay, they kind of get lost. Do have 3 map tokens though. Split up, oh my god. Nice, damn, that's rough. Okay, well. Wow. Okay, so I think we definitely going for the Restless Reef attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're just mapping it up as much as possible, right? Looking for like some value here. Land. Duress. Oh yeah, we'll keep Duress. Strip their hand. Pull out the opponent. Take their Jace, get them down to 2. I think opponent's gonna have to do something pretty special here. Like, we have lots of removal. So they can try power up all their creatures. So I think we definitely start with Duress, right? And then we have to hope that... I think we have enough removal in hand to deal with all their powering up. I'm not going to do the maths of it, but I'm pretty sure it's okay. Okay, Ride's End. Power up you, but we're going to use this mana. So we have as much black mana as possible. Okay, attack. We got 3 cut downs here, so I think it's enough. 3 cut downs is sufficient. Okay. Cut down. Cut down. And then opponent's gonna play the fish. Yeah. Down to 1. Cut down. Trio of cut downs. That's one advantage about playing Control, you know. You have all this removal in your hand that you got nothing to do with, and suddenly you're like, oh, I can use it for something. And we get the win against Control. SXZ, thanks man, that was a great game. And you're a good player, man. I mean, you stuck in there right to the end. And I think I felt like I had a strong lead the whole game, but, you know, you gave me a good game. Alright, in the last game we played a cool Azorius Control deck. We were pretty comfortable there, and I think that is a nice sign that maybe this deck is pretty good and, like, flexible. But let's see, I mean, it's early days. That was just the first game. Opponent goes first, so this time we are on the draw, which sucks. Do we keep this hand? I mean, it's got no interaction. We do have Malcolm, which can theoretically let us dig. I think this is a tough keep, but I think it's just about keepable. Like, we do have a turn 1 play. I think we keep this, but if it's aggro, we're dead. That's kind of how I feel right now. It's not aggro. Oh, and we drew the cut down, which is nice. Okay, well, we gotta take some pain land here, damage, because we need this Siren down. Okay, cut down. I'm happy to see that because I've got 2 Malcolms. I really like Malcolm, so I know that not everyone likes this card, or people feel like there's a better card in this slot. I just really like it, so... We can play land here. Is it worth just playing another Siren and holding up Cut Down? Probably. I don't really know what this opponent is yet, but they are eyeing this Siren, so they seem like they... I thought they were going to kill it with another Cut Down. Okay. Opponent gains 2 life, draws a card. Is this a creature deck? It doesn't seem like it. It is a creature deck. Trample. When this creature enters, each opponent loses life and you gain 2 life. Well, I don't like that. I have no ability to deal with this Rhino right now. Oh boy. So what do we do here? We can play Slasher as a blocker. Hope that they don't have removal. We can map up the Spyglass Siren and look for something better. I think we can just play Slasher here and just hope that they don't have removal. They do have removal. Ah, but not for the Slasher. Yet. I mean, they might have another piece of removal here. Okay, they got another piece of removal. So that kind of sucks. They hit us hard there. So we can play Malcolm and map it up, but I think it's better to try and play Malcolm at end of turn, maybe? I could have also... Yeah, I was thinking I could play... Why is the opponent not attacking? What? What are they scared of? I don't know what they're scared of there. They were worried that there was something in my hand if they tapped out. Let's start with a map here. Ooh, Duress. I don't think Duress is what we need though. Yeah, I like Duress, but I think it's better to find something else. Like, we need removal for this guy. Okay, we draw land. That's not really what I want. We'll get down Fountainport, I guess. Okay, the bat's pretty nice, huh? We drop the tapped land. They have bats. Peek at their hand. Oh my god. That is bad. All those things are bad. Okay, this I know. What the hell does this do? Flying. At the beginning of your end step, if your creatures you control have total toughness 10 or greater, draw a card. Oh my god. Then if creatures have 20 or greater, untap each unit. Then if you control... each opponent loses half their life, round it up. Okay, I think... As crazy as it sounds, like, we have no way of dealing with Acklazards. I don't think I have any way of exiling a card. I can't exile this, so I think it has to be this, and then we have to somehow make it work. 2, 3, 4, 5. I know that they're getting value, but we might be able to draw into something here. I'd love to block, but we can't afford to do that. Okay, so opponent gets the value, and we really need to find our go for the throat. Okay, this is nice. We can play it and draw 2 and still have 2 for go for the throat if we find it. So I think that's the plan here. And we get to draw the Malcolm. Oh, whoops, this has flying. Whoops. Oh, man. Okay, so I didn't realize it had flying. Okay, that's a big mistake on my side. Okay. So we do get to dig for go for the throat at least. Don't find go for the throat, we find land. Damn. Okay, our life is looking pretty bad right now. And turn. Is there anything we can do here? Probably not, right? I think we're just dead. And they get down Acklazarts. Yeah, okay, I think we can scoop here. We don't have a sweeper in this deck. Good game, opponent. Interesting deck. I've never seen this card before. I always like it when I see something in the arena where, like, I've never seen this card before. It's like, oh, someone's trying something new. That's pretty cool. Okay, last game, opponent beat us with a pretty unconventional deck. I'm not sure what the name of that deck is, but I don't know. It, like, played big creatures and they got a lot of value out of it, and we couldn't keep up. Let's see if this is better. We haven't really gotten major advantage from Enduring Curiosity yet, so I do want to keep pushing and see just how good this card is. I'm very excited to sort of see it in action, like in an optimal setting, where like you get down a couple of creatures, like flyers, attack and draw like 3-4 cards. Something like that is what I'm really hoping to achieve at some point. But opponent is not going to let us have that life easily, clearly. I guess we map first. Land. Okay. Alright. Another control deck, huh? Maybe not control. It looks like it might be control. Playing this, I think. So what do we do here? If it's control, they might... I guess they could play Day of Judgment next turn. So we can either play the Slash. I hope that they don't have Day of Judgment. I think this is a better play. I hope I'm right. Like... yeah, I was hoping to get it to a 2-2 and then that pressurizes them to play Day of Judgment sooner. It's not that deck. Oh damn, and now... oof, okay, we're in trouble here because our Go for the Throat is useless. Absolutely useless against them. Okay. What do we do here? So Slash is going to be useless because they're never going to allow us to attack with it. Card draw is maybe good. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? So next turn they're going to get lots of artifact creatures, so I don't think Slash is going to be that good in that situation. Damn, I wish we played it last turn now. I misread the deck. I thought it was control. Okay, I think we have to... we can definitely ditch Go for the Throat if we have too many cards. Okay. Oh boy. Oh man, we're in huge trouble. The Phantom Interference is nice. Hold on, let's just make sure we have what we need here. So I think we start with Duress. See what we can take out their hand. No, let's actually... what do we do here? Hold on, hold on, hold on. I think the counter is valuable. We have to counter whatever they do. Okay, let's start by having a look at their hand. Ask Cark. Every creature and opponent controls with mana value 3 or less. Well, that's not good. And this is so much value. But it's a bit slow. Okay, I think we take the casket and try to counter the repurposing bay. And it will most likely block. We've bought ourselves a little bit of time. They take the damage. That's actually really good for us. We need to drop their life total. Okay. Let's see what we draw here. I mean, we're drawing a lot of cards. Okay, more counters is nice. Okay. Okay, we need to discard... Oh, wait, we need to play a land. We're playing the Verge, I suppose. I don't think it really matters. In turn. Go for the Throat is useless. We have to discard another card. Cut down is not completely useless. In theory, it might be useful or not really. We have so much land. I don't think cut down is going to be useful, but in theory it could take out something like this thing, I guess. I don't know what this is. If it enters, you may search your library. Okay. Opponent took a lot of damage there. They're not thinking about the counter. Yeah, we'll counter that. I don't even know what it does, but it gets countered. Oh, Bat is so nice. Oh, I love Bat. I love Bat. Okay, so I wish we could... I think they're going to block this turn, and we have no way of getting rid of their creatures. So I think we just attack first. Deal as much damage as possible. Maybe they will take it. Probably not. Okay, so now we... bring them down to 5 and we draw 3. Oh man, I love this Enduring Curiosity so much. Okay. I love bats, so we have to hold the counter open, right? So I think we... Slasher. Obviously if they draw land... Okay, the Repurposing Bay is pretty useless. I think we do this to present lethal. Like, Bat is great, but this presents lethal next turn, and we need to kill them before they really have a chance to stabilize. I've played land for turn, right? Yeah, I have, so... we go for Slasher here. Yeah. Okay. Enter. Hold up the next counter. Oh, they have the Iron Crag. Whoops, I forgot about that. They got an extra mana. Oh, it's a good thing I noticed that. I didn't see that until now. Okay, they Serum Snare. That sucks. So if we counter it, they pay 2. Right? If we counter it, they pay 2. And they've got nothing else to play this turn. So I think we're fine with that. I mean, we're not fine with it, but we don't really have a choice. And they have to take the Slasher. Opponent, you have to take Slasher. Otherwise you did. Oh, and they get the double thing. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. So they're going to be dealing us a lot of damage. We could cut down the Slasher. Is that going to be relevant at all? Is that going to be relevant at all? I mean, we're never going to cut down anything of theirs, so I think we might as well cut down our own Slasher here. I don't think the game's going to go that long, but it's a dead card against them anyways. Oh, whoops. It's actually not dead. It had this thing as a target. I forgot. Whoops. Okay. Well, we keep pushing on with damage. Double Bat. So good. I think we can win this game. I just have to think and make sure that we don't do something stupid here. Okay, so Serum Snare is 5 mana and allows them to search out for an artifact creature called mana value equal to 1 plus a sacrifice item mana value. What does this do? So when you enter, you search it out for a basic land card. Put that card in tapped and then shuffle. When this does, you may draw a card. So I think we just take the Serum Snare. Yeah, that seems pretty good to me. Stop them from finding like stuff they need. This card doesn't seem like it does anything really that's gonna hurt us. Bat. Bat. We have 1 more mana, but we have to hold up the Phantom Interference. So I think that's our plan right here. Okay. Bricks. Gain 2 lives, so it gets him to 5. Okay. It stays alive for a while. I don't know if you can do about that though. Okay, so I think so this gets it up to, hold on. So 2/2, so this is 8/8. They're going to deal us 16 damage with this. They're going to create 2 blockers. And then next time we can just Faerie Mastermind and go for 4. I think that's fine. I hope I haven't miscalculated something here. Oh, whoops. Have I miscalculated? I have miscalculated. Damn. Forgot that it scales so strong. Whoops. Oh, that's bad. And it's exactly lethal? Damn. So we have to block this guy now, and now we don't have lethal? So we have to find 5 damage this turn. Damn, I should have counted the thing. Okay, well we get the Mastermind, but it's only 4 in the air. Oh, we get the Kaito. That's incredible luck. Oh boy, that's so lucky. And I think we... Oh. 4? Oh, it's 5. Whoops. Okay, what did I do there? I miscounted? Why did I think I only had 4? Hold on. Did I have lethal there? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, sorry. I'm like too analytical. You know, like when you're thinking so hard, you're like missing obvious things. Okay, but that was a nice win. I was really concentrating there. I mean, we won like by the chin of our chinny chin. You know, the last game, what the hell? What is this name of the opponent? Hold on. 1, 6, 4, 6. Okay. I feel like this must be like some pi thing or something. Maybe it's like the numbers of pi. I have no idea what that is. Okay, I was gonna say, like, last game was really cool because it was the first game I've had where, like, Enduring Curiosity did its thing. Like, we were digging so deep, like, drawing 3 cards a turn. It was crazy. And then we were finding, like, the Bat and the Duress and all the answers we needed. So that's exactly what I was hoping to get out of that card. I mean, I love Annex, as you guys know, but, I mean, it only draws 1 card. And Enduring Curiosity can draw you, like, so many cards. It's so cool. Okay, opponent goes first. We keep this hand, but cut down bats. This is a good hand. Island. Whenever you see an island, it's always like, oh man, this is going to be a battle, isn't it? Counter spells with that kind of stuff. Okay. So I think we bat up here, or we hold... Okay, we can just play these Scoundrel at the end of their turn and cut down in a pinch. I think that's okay. Draw 3 cards and discard a card, discard a creature card, okay? What is opponent doing here? I think next turn we have to bat up and try and take all that value out their hand. Hope that we can... Okay, let's attack first, get our draw, have full information. Yeah, this is great. Okay, I like my lands. I can't drop a bat. Can't drop removal. I can't drop anything. All this has to stay. Don't ask me to discard any of these cards. They're all too good. Maybe we should have batted first to look at their hand to see if we needed another bat. I think we drop... Is it crazy to drop... Yeah, I should have played bat first to have a look at their hand. Damn. I don't think we can drop Slasher. I think 2 bats is too good. I guess we drop Cut Down being... but then we can... I think we're going to drop Go for Throat because now we can play a land and bat and cut down if they play a creature. I just like the idea of doing that. Okay, Floodmaw. Oh, they got 2 Floodmaws, damn. What do we do here? Oh, we have to take Flood Mob. Opponent plays the VV. We do have the cut down now, which is good. They might try... Wait, can they even play VV? Yeah, they can. It's one red and one green. So they can... Oh, they can't because they don't have... Oh, they do. They have blue. So they can play VV and Flood Mob, but then we can cut it down. Then we don't have the... But then we, yeah, then we can bat to take the other VV maybe? Something like that. Okay. Sure. Well, let's hope opponent didn't draw Spell Pierce, because I do want to take out this VV, otherwise we're in a bit of trouble here. Yeah, they can Flood Mob, but it doesn't get out of cut down range, and they only have 1 mana. Oh, whoops, they can add... No, they... Well, they can Flood Mob and then add 1 more mana with VV's ability. Maybe get it out of cut down range that way. I didn't think about that. Whoops. Okay, but they don't do that. Oh, Kaito's so good. But we don't want to... We don't want to lose the bat, right? I think we have to bat here, right? Let me just think. Yeah, I think we just bat here and hold up the Scoundrel. Maybe Kaito next turn. Okay, I think this is what we're doing. Batting up. I think we're taking VV because we have no answer for it. And if they search for cards, like, it's very slow. And if they played before... If they played before playing a land, we can counter it maybe. Play Marauding Mako. Don't like seeing that. Okay, we have to counter this, I think. I don't think we can afford to let this resolve, and they have no more value after this. If we can just find a way to... get rid of this Marauder now, they're in kind of trouble. Okay, they got Duress. It doesn't help us too much. All the good stuff is in the graveyard. Okay, so we can either just play Kaito straight up. Okay, let's just think of our options here. We can play Kaito straight up. It lets us dig for a removal spell. We can play Slasher. That puts him under tremendous pressure if they don't find removal. Or we can play Malcolm. I think Malcolm is my least favorite play here, but we can flash it in. I feel like let's get the most value. I mean, this is a huge problem for them to deal with. No, let's put them under pressure with Slasher. Like, my thinking is I need them to be under pressure to block. Because this thing can get really big, and I can't let this thing get really big while I have no way of interacting with it. So at least this puts some pressure on them to defend, maybe? That's currently my thinking. How does Harmonize work? You may cast a spell from your graveyard for 5. You may tap a creature you control to reduce its cost by X. Okay, so they can, right now they can tap the Marauder. Okay, they're going for it straight up. But the nice thing is we have Duress, so we might be able to take some good stuff out their hand this way. Drop lands. Oh boy, we really need to go for the throat here. 6/6. 6/6 is no joke. Okay, let's start seeing. I just want to see if they'll block. I mean, I think like we're in the lead life-wise, so I'm happy to try and race them from this position. We can just play blockers and like kind of chump block this thing. It doesn't have trample. Okay, so that's really good for us. We get rid of the only creature in hand that we know of, at least. They might have something else in hand, but only creature on the board. Oh, they flood mob. Oh boy, in that case, do we just Kaito? Oh yeah, in that case we just... Oh, we can't because this has been blocked, right? So we can't Kaito. Okay. So I think let's Duress now. It's Tirsa, damn, that's a problem. Well, I think we're going for... Slasher again? I mean, they can just tap this pretty much to now find all the answers. Damn, okay, that's not good. We were in a pretty good position, but now I'm not so sure. They can do a lot of digging now. Yeah, I'm not feeling confident anymore. Cool deck though. I really like this deck. Maybe I should try play it in the future. Like I like this. I always like this Eidetic memory. Well, we're blocking for sure. I've always liked this card. And another one. Okay. Well, we're not out of the game yet. Ooh, this is pretty good. Oh, I like Sheoldred here. Is Sheoldred good in this spot? Kind of goes against their strategy of having to... I mean, they want to draw. They want to draw cards. That's like their whole strategy. Okay, I'm gonna try this. I don't know if, like, this thing could just get out of hand too quickly and Sheoldred becomes useless, but I almost want to test this. Like, their strategy is to draw cards and make this thing bigger, right? So now every time they do that, they're getting pinged for a lot of damage. Let's test that. I like having these, like, things where you just test something and see if it works, you know? That's the fourth one? Damn. Okay, well, keep drawing. Oh yeah, Sheoldred got the win there, guys. I'm telling you, I think that is such a good card against them. Their whole strategy is to draw cards, and then Sheoldred just shuts that down. Oh, that was a cool game. Thanks, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but, you know, it's just numbers, so yeah, thanks for the game. But yeah, that was a cool game, and I really think that Sheoldred was the card there that broke them at the end there. I think they were like, I just can't deal with this. Okay, in the last game, we played a really cool deck. I really like the, I forget the name of the card, the Eidetic Memory. I think it's a really cool card. It's a card that maybe I want to build around, but it just does a lot of cool things, you know, with the ability to like place counters and stuff like that. But we did get the win, and Sheoldred came in as the real powerhouse in that game. Really disrupted their game plan. Opponent goes first. Wow, this is such a risky keep because we have nothing. I think we mull this hand. Like, if it's control, we're dead. Yeah, I think you mull that hand. Okay, this is better. Put aside one Siren. Green. let's start with the Siren. I like having a creature down to put pressure before duressing, if possible. Okay, this is possibly the Delirium deck. Okay, look at the top and then real creature card from among them. I don't think Duress is that good. They're more like a creature deck. I guess they have like non-creature cards to power the graveyard stuff they need. That's not good. It is not good at all. So we either hold a counter open. I think we have to map up here and look for our land because we currently don't have that. Not land. Okay, duress them here. Okay, we take this. Do we? No, I don't think we can afford to attack here. We're like under pressure. What happens when this has Delirium? This creature gets +1/+1 and has trample. Oh man, it's got Delirium now. Oh boy. Oh, we get cut down now. Damn. Okay, I think we're dead here. Is there any way we're getting back into this game? Okay, we'll try. I mean, we can counter something maybe if they play something big. But we're under so much pressure and we drew the cut down just a little bit too late. Counter that. I don't even know what it does. I just know that I can't give them the advantage of more stuff right now. Like we're that far behind. Suppose if we can get a slasher down, maybe something good can happen. Okay, we get a land. I mean, this thing is terrible for us though. They get to like double attack. Well, I think we have to play slash here and try and like prevent them from beating us over the head. Seed of Hope. We do have cut down for the fear of missing out, which is really useful because this card can really deal us a lot of damage with their double attack triggers. I think it has to attack, right? When this creature enters, or whenever this creature, okay, so it has to attack in order for them to get the double trigger. So I think we, as a result, we might survive this turn. Okay, well, we have no choice. We're blocking you. Blocking you. Nothing has first strike, right? Down to 4. So we need a blocker and we need... Yeah, we don't get a blocker, right? So we can cut down the fear of missing out, but we got nothing to do here. Well done, opponent. Arami DRK took me out with Delirium. Alright, in the last game, things didn't really go our way. We had to mull down to 6, I think, and then we got kind of mana screwed, so it didn't feel very good. This is a lot better. Oh yeah, this is great. I mean, we can theoretically Kaito turn 3? Yeah, because we got like 2 creatures coming down. I like this. I am down for this hand. It looks really good. Siren. The only problem is we don't have an untapped land right now. Oh, it's mono red? Mono red is still alive, guys. Even after they lost all their goodies. And as we know, it's a very, very tough matchup. Very tough. Even with all the goodies that they've lost, I would never be confident playing against them. Maybe attacking there wasn't very smart. Swift Spear. Don't think we can afford to block here, right? There's too much of a chance that they have the pump. Yeah, do that. I'm happy with that. Man, I mean, Scamp is scary, and then they use it to take out a 1/1. I'm pretty happy with that. Now we just have to hope that they don't have a removal spell for the Malcolm. If they do, that'll kind of suck. Okay, they do have removal. Okay, that kind of sucks. That kind of goes against our game plan. So I guess we get down the tapped land now and play Phantom Interference. Oh man, that was really bad. We really needed to get this Kaito down. Slick Shot. Counter the Slick Shot. Is this what people are playing now instead of Monstrous Rage? Oh, poor Mono Red. Okay, so we can either Enduring... I like the idea of actually Enduring Curiosity. In response, maybe? It's not the worst idea because it does come back and provide us value. And I think there's a reasonable chance that we can actually take out the Swift Spear. Even if they have like some pump spell. Okay, they didn't have a pump spell. That's so good for us. Okay, 2 Scamps are scary as hell though. I think we just go for the Mastermind end of turn play. We attack in here. They've only got 1 card. I don't think we attack. I think we wait 1 turn. I think my goal is to kind of try to get this Kaito going. Okay, they don't attack. So we get Mastermind down, and now we're in really good shape, I think. They block. Ninjutsu in the Kaito. Man, Kaito's so cool when you ninjutsu it in. It's just so powerful. Like, smacks the opponent for 3. It's got hexproof. Duress. I think we just tap down a creature, right? I mean, prevent them from attacking. I guess we should have played Duress first to see what they have in their hand. Okay. So that's kind of scary. At least they can't attack with it, but they can fling it if they find a pump spell. Alright, well, sorry Mono Red. You did have all your favorite tools taken away from you. I respect this guy for trying to make it work, but Mono Red is just not looking in a good spot right now. And listen, they had their time in the sun, and now it's time for hopefully like a bit more mid-range, a bit more control. I'm very excited about those kinds of changes in the meta personally. Welcome back. I put my nostalgia aside, and I have to say I had a really fun time with this deck today. But before I talk about that, can I just take one moment to give a shout out to Wizards for the bans that they did? I don't know if you've had the same experience as I have, feel free to leave me a comment. But I've just found that it's so healthy, and like there's so many like different things going on, and people are trying different builds, and that's exactly the kind of Magic the Gathering experience that I want. So big shout out for that, and I hope you're also having a great time on the ladder with this new refreshed meta as I am. But okay, let's get back to the wrap up now. So basically I went 6-4 with this deck, which is not amazing, but I had a really fun time with it because I just found that this deck is very synergistic. And that gave me a lot of hope for like building around it more in the future. So let me just explain what I mean by that. So like synergistic is like, for example, we've got these flyers that come down early in the game, and then they pair up so well with Enduring Curiosity because opponents often can't block flyers. We also have the Slasher, which is like this persistent creature that stays on the board and threatens to attack. Again, pairs up really well with Enduring Curiosity. We have Kaito, which is a card that can bounce the Spyglass Siren, and therefore you can play the Spyglass Siren again and get more map token value. You've got Bat, which happens to be a flyer, so again it pairs up really well with the Curiosity, and it also exiles a card from their hand so you can disrupt their game plan and try and plan ahead for your big move when you try to play like the Kaito or the Curiosity down. So that's what I mean. I just felt like this deck has a lot of pieces that fit together nicely. Having said that, I did think that it was underpowered in some ways, and I just want to discuss that quickly. So basically, you know, I still have like PSTD from like the pre-ban days, and back in those days, I felt like you needed something to do on turn 1, cut down, duress, otherwise you were absolutely cooked. But what I'm experiencing now is that the meta is just a little bit slower. So I'm wondering if like maybe instead of like the Phantom Interference, maybe you throw in like some more hard counters, like 3 steps ahead. Maybe instead of cut down, you cut down 2 cut downs and you put in 2 Annoyance with Affliction or some other better removal spell. I also found that at times the deck was a little bit underpowered because I was looking for Go for the Throat to deal with the threat that the opponent had, and I just couldn't find it. So maybe I was wrong, and maybe Floodpit's Drowner is actually the best card for the 2-drop slot instead of Malcolm. So I'm gonna play around with those ideas, and you know, if you have any ideas on how to make this deck better, please let me know. I'd love to hear your comments, and again, maybe I can use your ideas and make a video about it in the future. But yeah, that's the gameplay, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, stay tuned and consider subscribing, because there's gonna be more un-nostalgic Necro coming soon.